I'm feeling some sort of way, dog. Looking all kinds of fresh, she licking all kinds of lips. Better not play with cash, I'm pulling up kinda threatening.
Proper! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to What Do You Bring to the Table? I'm your host, Tubbs Matili Tubbies, and you know, guys, I'm never holding it down alone. I've always got a special guest, and today, who do we have? We've got Junior Olifant.
Yeah. I actually thought you were going to use the other one, but...
Which one? The single one?
People know me as, Junior Singo, which is dope. They still should. But for those who don't know, that's my mother's surname. Olifant is my dad's.
Yeah. Tell us about that. If someone had to look at the name Nathaniel Olifant on a book,
trust me, that thing has gotten me into so much trouble. Like airport, I've missed flights because of that. Chotia Hamba, it was like a trip, and actors were all there, big trip, and the company has booked me as Junior Singo, where my ID says Olifant at the airport, dog, right there.
Imagine you go to Hollywood and
you got some actors laughing at me, though. It's not nice. And you're Sala, boy.
For real? Yeah. Like you stayed there.
Yeah.
And then they have to fix the situation.
I remember I was doing Zabalas at the time. It was a Durban trip, and it was money too. It wasn't just like so I lost out. Because of that stuff. So I have to get my ish right all the time now. But
all the time. So what's the actual plan to get it right so that
no. The plan is that. Now I've been on Generations, but I only started changing, my credits. It was only a few years ago. I think I've been there for like 6 years. Maybe 6 years. I probably started doing it like last year.
The name thing, nah?
Yeah, the name thing. So I guess people are gonna start like getting used to the Olifant, but I don't think people can.
I like Olifant.
Junior Singo just rolls so nice, you know what I mean?
It does though.
If I say so myself.
It sounds like an artist name.
It is what it is.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Junior Singo.
You know what I'm saying?
And today I'm going to serenade you all with my voice.
So Olifant, Olifant, yeah. I love Olifant.
Intro.
But yeah, Singo just works better. And but I had to do that because of, he's into Zasendlini.
So Singo is...
Mom's side.
Olifant is dad.
Yeah.
Is dad white?
No. You're closer, man. You should know this, man.
I know. Let me tell you a story, actually. My dad's name back in the day was actually Richard van Tonder, right? That is as Afrikaans as it gets. Richard Daniel van Tonder.
Not even colored, Afrikaans.
Afrikaans, my boy. So I think he got jobs easier back then because people thought he was white.
Oh, so they gave him a job and then he pulls up. It's like this black man.
It's a black man, hardworking black man.
And so you changed surnames?
Yeah, 2005. So from 99 till 2005.
You would have been a Van Tonder.
I would have been a Van Tonder.
Yeah,
so you would have been seeing the
we
credits.
We would look at you weird all the time, B.
Like
Zippo yo, is this nigga like for real? Is he sure?
Praat je Afrikaans? Ja, ek praat net 'n bietjie Afrikaans.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Your Afrikaans is it's up there.
Because I'm from Cape Town, we are that side.
Y'all niggas is different.
Are we?
Cape Town is like not the same, Like Cape Town is...
I can actually confirm that.
Yeah, y'all niggas are different. The energy is different. You're not like us. We're a bit stuck up. Joburg people are a little bit stuck up.
Yeah, and
y'all have your flaws too.
We calm.
But you guys are different. It's different down there,
Nah.
Yeah. It's expensive too.
You think it's the cold waters of the ocean?
I don't know. I've shot a scene in the ocean. I hate cold water, right? Yeah. Nothing you para, dog. I hate cold water. Man, I had a scene once when I was like shooting in Durban. I don't know what ocean it was, and we were like lying on the sand, and this water was supposed to just like wash over me. And that's the worst, most of our minds, because you just want to jump in water, you know what I'm saying?
And get out as soon as possible.
Hey, but Standing Mali, we're doing it for the arts. So, Cape Town is nice.
Yeah.
Might move there when I get rich.
When you get rich?
If I get rich.
Don't say if, my nigga. Always say when.
Okay, so we're taking out if out of the vocab.
We're taking... That's the thing. Actually, I feel like I'm gearing more into that direction where I take out if in my reality and I put when. Because now there's a thing of living in that certain element of what you want to become so that you embody that and you actually become that.
Yeah, I guess you got to manifest stuff, right?
Always. Yeah, before I became a professional actor, I was living my life as an actor. It's just a pity no one knew.
When did you become a professional actor?
2019, December. When I say professional, it's that gig that actually pays you.
Oh, okay, I see.
So it's before
all school, like you did drama. You know what? It's crazy. I never did drama in school.
Same.
For real?
Yeah.
Nigga, stop copying me, bro.
First, this guy,
Spidey.
he dresses exactly the same as me on my show.
Nah.
You know?
I never did drama
and
school.
then you also didn't go study
I'll tell you
drama
why I
at
didn't
school.
do drama school, but it's definitely not the same reason. But when you're a speed, I was shy as hell. So I just couldn't do it, you know? I couldn't put those lives together because they were never together. So when I was in high school, well, I started working when I was 12, right?
Yeah.
I did like feature films. So those things weren't shown in the country until I was like, I don't know, 20.
Yeah. That's a long time, actually. So how old were you when you were shooting these films?
I was like 12.
So it was like 8 years.
Yeah,
no one knows why you've been khere.
So now it's hard for me to put these two realities together where I work, you know, I work as a 12-year-old, as a child, and then I've got like my school life. And these people know nothing except Masing Hambilu, it's okay shop, this guy's gone for 3 months. We know what he's going to shoot something, but I never speak about it because like it was so weird when I started doing like, you know, local TV, when people start looking at you in the mall,
limelight type of
and you don't understand why that is because you've been working almost your whole life.
Yeah.
But the fame only came late, you know.
Oh.
So
I was actually gonna ask you about that because I found out you were child stars. So like, how were you actually navigating throughout your high school? But you just said like no one actually like it wasn't a hype thing. It was just for you. It was normal. Right?
Yeah. It was very normal, man. It was work.
Yeah.
Right. It was work, and I knew what it was at a young age, and it's like it's brought me to where I am today. I'm probably the most consistent child star.
In South A.
Yeah, in South
Claim it.
Sure. Yeah. No,
Own
definitely. And they
Own
know.
it.
The people who are, you know, in my basket, they know that, man. I kill this shit.
So
yeah.
What were these international shows?
These shows, I did something called Beat the Drum. I guess we wouldn't get the rights to that like years later. So, but I was lucky enough to get like a movie, you know, like serious shit every single year. So my high school career, it was pretty.
So you were a popular kid.
No, that's the thing. I didn't
Not
put these
even.
things together. I didn't. They
didn't
didn't make
eat it
sense.
up.
Yeah, it didn't make sense. And like your mom's, and also like the money you make is not yours at the time. You're still young to carry.
It goes straight to your parents.
Not straight to your parents. It goes straight to somewhere else.
The thing is, I don't like this not knowing where my money goes.
When you're 16, you shouldn't really worry about where your money goes. Your parents are supposed to like, you know, take care of that for you, or your manager, or whatever, whoever's taking care of your financials.
Yeah.
But like when you're that young, no, you shouldn't worry about that. And like that's another thing. When I started, it was different. I was never doing it for money like I'm doing it like now. You know, it's different, man. Like you come in, you're natural. You don't have problems. You don't make no one pregnant. You don't owe nobody nothing.
Yeah.
You don't crash no one's car.
Yeah.
It was so nice, you know.
It was easy.
It's different doing it now,
Yeah.
doing it then, you know. Like I was.
Do you think it's because back then social media wasn't as prominent as it was?
Also, it's a different time. It's a different time. Like you really have to like utilize these tools now in order to really be in the game. And I suck at that. Like you trying to call me and all that.
Guys, it was.
I suck at
Guys,
this.
I've had the most stressful week trying to get a hold of this man to put him on my show today. Like, I mean, I swear to God, this week I've called you like what, 25 times?
Maybe like 24.
Yeah, and he has not answered one. Has not called back one. Responded to my message. But I'm grateful that you made it.
I pulled up, man.
Shout out to my co-producer for making sure that happens.
I owe it to the boys. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Z.
This was supposed to happen a while ago, right?
Yeah.
And it didn't.
Hey, because this man is busy. You busy. You're busy. Generations got you on lock.
Nah. That's not true. As far as being busy, I work quite flexibly, man. I'm not too swamped up. Life's good, man.
Life's good, man.
Yeah, life's side.
So that Generations, Shandis, so you've been there for 6 years, right now?
I think so, man. I think 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
How did your character
It's
start
tricky
out?
because you come in there. I mean, you should know. You come in there as a guest.
I know, but they don't know.
You come in there as a guest. You like a guest for 3 years, and you start being like permanent for 2 years.
Yeah.
So it's almost like an illusion, right?
Yeah.
You feel like, okay, I think I'm here for 2 years because I started being permanent, you know, only like 2 years ago. Or do I count the whole thing since like being a guest, you know?
Yeah.
But if I have to like collectively do the whole thing, it's been like 6 years.
6 years, So like the growth of your character, because now you're a cop, right?
Yeah.
You're an undercover cop on the show.
Yeah.
So like, where did you? Because
big growth. Can I get some water?
man, want some water? Can somebody bring in some water?
Yeah, big growth, bro. Like, I started off as a pickpocketer. Can you believe it? Like, I literally start off where most characters start in like, these cliche storylines. Pickpocketer, street kid.
Drug addict.
Yeah, not yet. Just actually, I think I was going through withdrawals when they found me. Hey, research, man. Not only are you copying me, but like,
I gotta do my job proper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So pickpocketer went full circle.
Yeah, I did quite a few things. I think they were also trying to like figure me out at the time. I became a lot of things. I sold beer at one point, bruh. I had my beautiful co-star, amazing actor, Babalo. Mavundla.
Oh, Jera, aka Jera. Yeah, we had him. On
I was about to ask. I was
well.
like, "Hey, did that nigga come in? It was probably loud. I'm sure you guys got into trouble."
Yo, he's loud. No, he's a vibe though. I worked with him on Good Men.
Let me tell you something. When that boy was taken away from the show, it took the life out of me.
It did, man.
I had my left was gone.
Oh man, so his left was gone. Nothing went right.
Yo. Dog, bars. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not a rapper.
So yeah, man, that really like shook me up a bit. I had to like find myself again because he was like we really helped each other when we got there and we shined. We don't say we know this, like we made like magic. Proper. So it didn't make sense why he was yanked.
Tell you a funny story. The day Pabalo left, the following day I came in.
So you never met him on the show?
No, I met him on Good Men. We shot like 3 months back. That's where I met him.
Did you guys work together?
We did. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, that boy, man.
Lovely. Like,
man, that
lovely.
Boy, man. Like,
it's a lovely thing. Lovely.
I'm sure when you guys were together, this place, like, the mics, I'm sure.
We broke the mics the last time.
With Pablo?
Yeah. Because we're there. We got too much energy.
Pablo. Yeah, y'all niggas, watch it, yeah. Be careful, guys.
But I just want to know, what are your thoughts on portraying the same character for like, let's say, longer than 3 years?
It could be detrimental, right? I'll speak from experience, man. It depends where you come from. I've got like a lot of years behind me. I've done so much. I think it would be hard for me to get attached to something and not let it go, going to like a next role. But I can't speak for someone who's like started like recently, for instance, or someone who's been on the same show, who started acting on the same show and has been there forever. You don't like you can't trust Wuti. They can
give you something different.
Yeah. So it could be detrimental, man. But and it happens. You find that you go to auditions and they'll be like, oh, are you a soapy actor? We find that a lot of soapy actors they keep their habits. The facing each other, the squaring up, the rigidness of a set.
Like it's coded in their minds now,
so when we start getting to location, thank you, brother. We start getting to location now, we're doing the same things. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I might just go to location and do the same thing now. Yeah. But I doubt it. I've like jumped in both fields,
Because I mean, like I'm sure because now soapy actors have the same tactics. They will get archetyped.
Yeah.
I don't want to be archetyped, but I think for some reason I'm gearing in that direction. But I'm also grateful for all the different roles that I got to play.
Also, your roles could have a lot of similarities with your actual self.
Yes.
And you can't run away from that.
Yes,
right?
That's true. That is true.
Yeah. So that's another thing. I'm gonna say it. I do find that Denzel has a lot of mannerisms that are just kept.
Yes. We spoke about this with Annalisa, right? We're saying Denzel, he's the same character.
I wouldn't say the same character. My problem is mannerisms. You know what I'm saying?
It's the Denzel walk. We all know the Denzel walk.
Yeah, the Denzel walk can't be in every single Denzel character, right? I mean, I love Denzel, right? We all love Denzel, but like, we have to call out these things if we see them. I feel like the mannerisms, I feel like he shifts pretty well, like from role to role. But there's certain things, or like there's like a delivery, for instance, that a typical Denzel would sound like. It would be the same type of cadence. You know what I'm saying?
That's why he's a persona actor instead of a character actor.
I got you.
You know, same as Will Smith, who plays a similar role in different movies.
Yeah.
The only thing that is different is the world and the context, and he adapts his persona to the world that he lives in. I mean, I think that was back at After. That was a very important question, and I feel like I answered it last year. Professor Chris Weir, we had a class asking, what type of actor do you think you are? Right? Are you a character actor or are you a persona actor?
I see.
And then in gaining experience in this field, I got to realize, no man, I'm a persona actor. And there's power in accepting what type of performer you are, because then you reach like the level, you know where you're at, and you always strive to.
Nothing beats
that
awareness.
level.
Nothing beats awareness. If you know,
self-awareness is key.
then you can.
Because now you're not delving into realms that's uncharted territory.
True.
There's also a power in delving into uncharted territory because you gain new skills and it's a new learning experience. But it's also important to know yourself, what type of actor you are.
That is quite deep.
Yeah.
Let's also be honest. We don't get a lot of swing as well to get your character roles
In South Africa, in that context.
Right.
Yes.
You don't get someone who's like, come play a cripple who's got autism. You know what I'm saying?
A crip with autism.
You finna get that, and
I was gonna do something now, but then I realized.
Yeah, you can't. But I mean, that's what you're trying to get at, right?
But you see, the thing is, I'm an actor, so I like to.
Get like a gay role.
I feel like some people
get like a gay role and go in. Go
completely in.
Yeah, get. Now we're talking, right? Now we're talking. Get a gay role. Get something that is totally not you, and go in.
Yeah.
We just had this conversation, Z. We had this conversation this morning.
My thing though was, where do you do it? I'm gonna reserve it, but I'll bring it up.
That is actually a very good question.
Where would you do it?
Would you
what platform would you allow yourself to become that actor? Would you do it on ACPC? Would you do it on Mzansi Magic?
Showmax?
You would definitely do it on Netflix. Do you see where I'm going with this? Yeah,
I see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
If Hollywood asks, Mr. Tao, we want you to,
you're definitely gonna do it
because it's Hollywood.
And also, if it's done tastefully.
Yes.
I've seen two men kiss. I know them personally, and I was like, wow, man, that scene was dope. Yeah. And I've seen it somewhere else on another platform, and I was like, damn, that was not good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna work for you going forward, and it didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't. Even today, those niggas are still referred to as those niggas because of subject matter, which is whack.
Yeah, I think that's the danger that comes with it.
Yeah.
You do that one role and that's attached to you for the rest of your life.
It's a make or break type thing.
I think that's why my mentor actually advised me that don't take a gay role, it's a career killer. But I always sit and I ask myself, and I break down why. Because I always ask why. You can't just take everything at face value.
That's true. I've also sat down with one an amazing actor as well, Robert. Right? He was given a gay role. No, it couldn't have been on Scandal. It couldn't have been on Scandal. But he was given a gay role, and then he had to ask himself, okay, Sharp, I've got this thing that I gotta do. I know myself. What am I? I am an actor, right? I have to embody other people, right?
The audience attaches them to that.
Do you know what I mean? Yes,
but
that's
we,
true.
as the artists, we can easily detach from
we cannot
that reality.
afford. We cannot not afford to do that, right?
Yeah.
But also, we need to be careful again where you're gonna do it.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a food for thought from Mr. Tao.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Hey, what other thing you done in the industry? That you make music.
The music thing is such a for people who know me, they're gonna be like, lo, now I'm with this music because it's always the same thing. Like, yeah, we know you make music, but we've never heard anything, and it's crazy. I think my music is better than my acting.
Then why don't tennis Nisha? Why are you sharing us? Why are you sharing us?
Hey, Mfana yazi. Hey, Mfana. Let me tell you the truth, right?
Yes, sir.
But this is not a good enough reason. My acting always comes in the way. I know the amount of time I need to give this music thing. Whenever
10,000 hours to perfect something.
I don't have that. See what I mean? I don't have the time to give both things my everything, and I need to. especially my music. The last time I was working on something, this was before Generations. I was broke, and that's the best time too when you're broke, dog.
Because that's when you're hungriest.
Yo, when you're broke, my nigga, it's a different feeling when you wake up in the morning, you know? When you're comfortable, dog, you're just like, do I need to do this, man? I don't know, man. I'm kind of comfortable right now. It's different. It's different.
I know that feeling. Because, like, you'd be working, 12-hour sets. You're like, but there's also this other shandis on the side that I'm trying
And
to
it's also
pursue.
justification, right? Which I work hard.
Yeah. But I've realized, because now I choose to wake up and actually ask myself why I didn't do it. And I realized I was just making an excuse.
Yeah.
I was genuinely just making an excuse. You have all the time in the world.
True.
You are young.
There's
you are
time.
energetic.
There's time, dog.
If you don't sleep now, trust me, you're gonna sleep.
The word is lazy.
35.
The word is lazy.
Yeah, because you can go to work, shop at 12 hours, get back, you clap your scenes for tomorrow, you spend an hour on your side hustle. You give that hour everything you got.
True.
You set a goal.
There's a lot of hours in the
it.
day. There's a lot of hours in the day. Obviously, we guys, we're not taught schools are shit, guys. Schools are shit. I'll tell you why. We're all here today, not using none of these things that they taught us in school. And this is like what we talk about every day, but it's the truth. Like, once you know what other countries are doing for their kids, you look at our people and you're like, why aren't we doing the same? Why are we always doing the same things that are going to get us in the same places? Yeah. Why are we not empowering our children with the things that they're really going to need in future? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like, people only learn how to do their taxes if they've done mathematical literacy.
Do you know what I'm saying?
So the person who's actually been cleaning over functions, probably when he graduates, does not know how to do his taxes.
It's a problem. We need to get that right, because I'm a father now. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm in this country now, I'm forced to put my child in a school in this country until I can get rich and, and put her in a school like in Poland or something, or Finland, where they've got like amazing, systems, free, dog. The education is free there, things of the sort. So, yeah, it's...
You think it's because we're not actually investing enough in our school to give our learners higher education?
Yeah, also lack of just lack of education, really. Just knowing the, what would be best. Just knowing. Yeah. Like,
because I do...
You can't tell me, Uguti, we can't better our education system. You can't tell me, Uguti, in the past 20 years, we couldn't have bettered it.
Oh,
we couldn't have, did syllabuses change?
Yeah.
Did they? Is biology, do people still learn about frogs?
Yes, they do.
They still, ne?
They still do.
Okay, cool.
They still do. Okay. My baby brother out there learning physics and all these things, and I'm
Does he like it?
I don't know, but he don't.
What is he into?
I feel like subconsciously he's already understood what happens in the South African education system, and the first thing he told me is like, I don't want to study in South Africa. I want to go overseas, and I'm like, that's a beautiful
You see, that's
mindset.
the thing about it. Like now, you've got like YouTube and the internet, so you're open to what like other people are doing out there.
Yeah.
When we were in high school, there was like, nigga, we couldn't.
People think you're young,
it's fine. We'll get into that. We'll get into that.
Young.
The internet was not what it is now.
Yeah.
We couldn't use it like that. We had no idea, what other schools were doing in other countries or what they were learning. And when you learn that now, you see Uti man, like you weren't given the things that you deserved.
I was fortunate enough to go to a school that offered me a lot of ways to open my mind to different, subject matter, sports, and all of those things, But there's a large majority of South Africa that actually don't have access to that.
And those two children will turn out differently, right?
Same age, same everything.
Yeah.
The only difference is where they went to school.
And it shapes you. You know what I'm saying? It shapes you. It's not right, Uti Sonke, we're gonna put our children in these schools that do the same thing, that that bring out the same type of children, workers, they breed workers. We need to rethink this thing, Uti. What do we want for the future? We can't have this, because this is what we're working at tenfold, Yeah.
And I remember, like, when I think about school now, I think about we were conditioned in a way to follow the rules.
Yeah.
Like completely. I understand the importance of being conditioned to follow the rules, but we've also been conditioned to not think outside of the box.
True.
But they keep telling us, think outside of the box. But then when you do start thinking outside of the box, they call you crazy.
They put you right back in. You're right.
You know?
You're right. I look at like, I would like reminisce on days, escala, where I should have stood up and said some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro!
I wish I should have, I wish I did this. I wish I did. Oh, the teacher. Oh, she was not
Like,
right.
no, ma'am, that was racist.
Yeah, that was not right what
Like,
you just did. I wish I was
my
that
teenage
nigga, you know?
mind, I can't pinpoint
I wish
why
I was a
it
young
racist.
Kanye, man. We're
You
not
know?
going to get no young Kanyes putting them in these institutions, B. We're
There
not.
was a young Kanye back in my high school back in the day. You know, but he wasn't black. He was.
Let's get
he was
that
a
right.
colored
Let's get
boy.
that right. Yay. Let's
He
get
was
that right. That's
yay,
yay.
ne?
That's yay. Yeah.
I remember this one time, there was this teacher that just kept bullying us. But you know, when you're a kid, you don't understand where it's actually coming from. But something about what she's doing is wrong. And we don't like it as a collective.
Yeah.
And
Everybody.
then one day, homeboy stood up. And he was like, ma'am, you cannot speak to a child in that manner. What are you trying to show him when he grows up? And I'm like, this guy is the same age as mine. And as soon as he said that, the teacher could say nothing. Everyone in that hall, it was final matric exams. Grade 11. Final grade 11 exams. Everyone just stood up clapping. And she said, we're not going out. Everyone just got up and left. That day, she lost the power because one student stood up and spoke his mind.
Yeah.
And now I'm at a point where, like, I wish I could go back in time to my old self and be like,
It's in that same school where they teach you not to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's in that same school where you learn not to stand up. You know, man. We're just, it's backwards. It's
Tell
backwards.
you this funny story. Grade 7, I was a prefect, right? So like, me as a kid back then, in high school, even now, I like sharing my personal experiences.
Yeah.
So this one time, because I was a jester basically throughout from primary school to high school. So I told the class, hey, there was just this weird thing I used to do as a kid. After my dad would come back from work, I'd go to his car and exhaust pipe and pull out the black, the carbon monoxide, all that shinies, and I'll taste it. So I told the class. My teacher was white. A follow-up joke was, is that why you black like that? The whole class laughed. At that moment, I also laughed. But then, going forward in life, I was like, I could have got that teacher fired for saying that. I could have got that teacher fired for saying that. But at that time, I didn't think about it. She knows what she was doing. But as a kid, I didn't know. If I went to go tell my mom exactly what happened, my mom would have thrown a fit.
Exactly, bro.
She would have thrown a fit. But because the whole class was laughing, I thought it was harmless. It was a joke. But now you step out
And it's years later, right? And it's years later.
It
smacks you years later like, yo, that was not right, what she did. Yeah. So imagine all the little things that happen. All the little things, all of these little things collectively, dog.
The hair, all those
man.
things.
You know, I also had like a problem with my hair. I used to love having dreads in high school.
And what did they associate dreads with back then in your school?
It was the same. It's not the same as now. Now kids can do whatever they want.
Wait,
but,
let's backtrack. What school did you go to?
I went to Princess High.
What?
I went to Princess High. I went to Princess
Did you guys
High.
like wear tutus?
No, man.
You guys with crowns, tiaras.
No.
Come with your
I remember going there and I didn't understand why Princess High, but yeah, man, once you're in it, right? It was Princess, man. It was Princess. So I guess it's like going to Queens or going to Kings, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Kings is something else.
Queens,
Different to Princess.
Queens is a girls' school.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know Gauteng schools.
Okay,
I
I'm
only
not
know
sure.
Cape Town schools. You know?
I'm not sure. Yeah,
It goes down. Yeah.
Hey, high school was a long time
Whoosh.
ago. Hey, high school was a while, man.
Yeah, and people think you like, because I remember with the first day I met you, I was like, I always ask myself, how old are you? You look like 23, 22.
So when did you realize that I'm older?
Z, he told me that. Yeah, that you're way older than what we normally think.
And I searched it, I was like, damn, this man was born in the 80s. It's like, shit.
Is that a long time for you? It must be, right? It's like, Does the 80s sound like some guys? Do you like watch the news now and you see 20,
People in the 80s should be wearing like those things that our old mothers
Like
wear
us.
when they're doing the washing.
You mean us? We should be
The
wearing.
people from the 80s should do
I'm
that
like 80. I'm like really at the end.
at the end.
I almost was like, yeah.
They're like,
What year were you born?
99. 99. 99.
Damn.
You know, I used to think it's
I probably had a girlfriend.
at that age.
Yeah, probably had a girlfriend.
You were 10.
Nah, no ways. 99.
Yeah.
Nah, I wasn't 10.
You were 10.
Oh yes, I was. You're right.
99, you were 10.
Because
But
2012.
I used to
Beat
I used
the
to
drum.
look down on myself for being young, but then I was like, no.
You used to look down on yourself.
Yeah.
Try being short, nigga.
Oof, I can't relate.
Try being short.
Hey, dog, I just found out the weirdest thing about me. I have this weird attraction to women that are taller than me. I just found it out.
And you're tall.
I am tall. I just have this attraction to women that are taller than me.
I've always thought that was the case with me.
Ah.
Until you realize that no, man, it's just that you are shorter than everybody.
The thing is, I'm taller than most people.
Is
South
your
African
girlfriend tall?
I don't have a girlfriend.
All right, this is life now, eh? This is life now, bro.
I ain't got
Single
no
life.
baby.
And y'all niggas?
You got girlfriends? No. You got girlfriends?
No.
Why? Because we work hard.
So is everyone
we
single?
work hard. We don't have time
It's not
for women.
Nah.
We don't have time.
That's
but
not-
when we
that-
do make time,
Nah, that's not true. That's not true. We don't have time. It's other things. Y'all niggas single? You dating?
Oh, he's dating. He's
Okay.
married.
Good luck, nigga. Good luck. Good luck.
But dating is a thing.
In these times, it's different, bruh. It's different.
Like
man.
it switches our view on what marriage looks like for me personally.
Are we gonna get into that?
Oh, definitely. That's what I was bringing to the table. Like the outlook on what the space of dating, what it looks like right now,
Yeah.
how it's actually affecting how I view marriage right now. Because
Yeah.
I grew up in a household where my parents were married. Shout out to my parents. It's a silver jubilee this year. So I still believe in that concept of committing to someone and getting married.
It's so dope because you've got like a point of reference, right?
Yes.
And like I have this conversation a lot, right? But I've never sat with someone who says like, I've got parents
Yes.
who are still together
Yes.
and all of that.
Yes.
Sharp.
It's beautiful to see them like they're still in love, bruv. So many
Now
years.
tell me this. Everyone else around you, their friends, your friends. And I'm talking about your parents' friends, right?
Yes.
And your friends.
Yes.
Everybody around you.
Yes.
Is it the same story? If you have to like
Western Cape?
Yep.
All right. My closest friend, William, parents, still married.
Okay.
My parents' friends, all of them, still married.
All of them.
All of them, still married. Yes, my old friends, their parents, still married. My brother, long ass relationship for so many years, still tight. Basically, practically married. So I'm growing up in an environment where I see healthy relationships, what healthy relationships look like.
Do you think it's a Cape Town thing?
I wouldn't say it's a Cape Town thing. I would just say it's conditioning.
Okay.
No, I don't know how people are
Then
conditioned
maybe
in
it is a
Johannesburg
Cape Town thing.
to view relationships, But I watched a TikTok. It was like, your problem is, you come to Johannesburg, Gauteng province, for love. Gauteng's for business, bro. Gauteng is for business. You see, once I adopted that, I was like, yeah, no.
And so, and when you grow up here, then how do you, what does that look like? If you grow up in Gauteng, if that's your only perspective, then I guess.
So how do you actually see the game?
Yeah, exactly. Are you
and
screwed?
Marriage. Because what I've come here, like, it's the streets here, my boy.
It's that's why, and that's why I was asking Guti, is it then a Cape Town thing? That's things are so different that side. You might take that like lightly. It's so when I go to Cape Town, it's like I'm in a different country.
Yeah.
Because even foreigners when they come here, they run to Cape Town. You don't find a Frenchman in town, okay,
Santon.
Let's say Santon. Yeah. Let's say you might, but not like the waterfront.
Yeah.
There's an Italian.
First Thursday.
It's a lot. When you're there, it's like a different country, B.
First Thursdays in Cape Town, all you hear is Comment c'est ta voix? Voulez-vous
Yeah,
me
I'm
say?
sorry.
And I'm like, hey, but Tina Babantu.
And this is Cape Town, dog. This is Cape Town. And even Cape Town, even like Cape Town folk, they're just not like us. It's like a different place. It's a different place, boy.
Yeah. I think it's also maybe because where I surround myself. I think there are still women in Cape Town who do play the game dirty. You know, like
Of course.
I'm a big boy.
The game is still gonna be the game.
You know, I'm a big boy team, but Johannesburg, like every single, okay, I won't say every single female, but majority here, dog.
Yeah, I mean, look.
They hear. So
if you wake up in the morning, right, and you've got your phone, right? I mean, that's what we resort to in the morning. Masvuga, you're gonna go to your phone
straight up
with the idea that I'm gonna check time, and then you're checking out other things after time.
Yes.
And then you're on Instagram, and then you start to see all these people living their lives. And then it starts to take over you. And then this is like routine now, where you wake up in the morning, and this is the first thing that you see in the morning. And this is now, it becomes your motivation.
You fed images of a reality that you don't
every
live
day,
in.
dog, every day. People are feeding you lies.
Yes.
You know, social media is telling you how you should be. You know, we all dressed the same.
Why you?
You know what I'm
why
saying?
you go low there?
But
you copied my outfit.
But that's a great example, right?
Yeah.
Is where Cape Town is not like that. People in Cape Town don't dress like people like in Joburg.
Cape Town is pure hippies, like
Exactly.
dog.
Do you know what I'm saying?
It's
different.
1945.
It's different.
And he's dripping, and it looks.
It's
good.
different. My sister's in Cape Town. She's studying animation there, and she's telling me the exact same thing. Which
Yeah.
people come to school here, wearing a bunch of Kanye West, man, just wearing whatever they want, and then that's fine.
And it looks good.
It probably would be looked down upon in Johannesburg.
Yeah, but no, I think I still do believe that one day, because I do want to get married. Like me, I don't want.
Look, if it should be a blessing, dog, to be like groomed in an environment like that. I wish I had that, but I don't. My parents didn't display that.
Yeah.
So I will learn from that. My relationships, weren't fruitful. I'm gonna learn from that. I'm gonna take from my experiences and the people around me. My experiences are totally different to yours, and I'm gonna go by my experiences.
Yes,
But
and that's the only way you can operate.
true, right? But love is crazy.
It is.
You always say I'm good, but you always find it again. It always finds you. You'll find someone again. You'll try again.
Yeah.
You'll fail if
That's
you.
why Utami always told me, like, the heart is meant to break.
Sure.
Like whatever you. This is like Ndona, you're only 23.
Yeah. True. And
shout out to you. You
it
adored
makes
the
you.
woman.
It will make that thing will make you, dog. It will make you. You'll be able to later in life, after the heartbreak, after feeling like shit.
Yeah.
That thing makes you. It builds you.
It builds you.
It builds you,
character.
and you're able to help other people when they go through their own shenanigans.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he said, heartbreak is a necessity if you want to become a better person. in life.
Yes, that's true.
Yes.
Want to learn how to forgive? Go through heartbreak.
Yeah, and the healthy thing about if you know you probably did learn from heartbreak is if you actually don't wish bad upon that person.
The person, true.
I'm not saying now be like, yo, go find happiness, because I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna tell you, babe,
That's
go
a funny
find
story.
happiness
I'm in a
with
place like that.
with someone else. I'm not gonna tell you that.
I'm
but
in a
I'm not
place
gonna
like
wish
that
bad
right
upon
now.
you.
I'm in a place like that right now where I thought it would be easy to forgive, and then I'm with this person all the time, and then I realized that I'm not really okay. And then it would show sometimes, because you snap at times. Then you realize that you're not at the place that you thought you were.
Yeah.
You need to still forgive. You need to learn how to do this, because another thing, you can't tell the man that we're good, or the woman. You can't tell the man or the woman that, yo, we're good, and then still,
Flip the switch just like that.
because you feel like it.
now
I need
that's
to tell
delusion.
sharp.
That's delusion.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I found myself in that space where I also need to step back, recognize where I am with this relationship and take it from there, because it becomes unfair on both sides. So forgiveness is a very big thing, man. We also we need to learn how to do these things that we think we
Do you
know how
think
to
it's
do.
essential though that people need to know how to forgive?
Yeah, we need to learn how to do all these basic human things, bro, because this is what guides us in life. We lack to do the simple things. Like, we think we know how love works when we don't. That's why relationships crumble.
Fail, and we've been fed what love is on social media.
So that same process, and that's another thing that I wanted to talk about, is that we can't, if we're gonna revolutionize love. We can't do it the same way that it's been done all the time, because that one was always meant to fail, because it does. For the most part, it does. So baby, Lalela, let's not take the N1 to work, because I see that there's a lot of motherfuckers crashing on that road.
Yeah.
But baby, the N1 is the way. Everyone takes the N1. Baby, we're special. We'll make it. You and I, come on. The sex we had last night, it was amazing. Baby, we'll make the N1. Because everyone takes the N1 to go to the certain place. There's so many other rules to get there. We just need to sit down, baby.
R300, M3.
Yeah, let's talk about this thing,
Still
man.
get to the same
You saw
destination.
what
Yeah.
I think I want to still be with you in the next 20 years. Can we work at that? Can we have a plan that will get us to 20 years, and not you do this thing that we think is going to work, and our faith in each other, and the lie. You know, the honeymoon phase is a real thing, B. When it's gone, it's gone. How are we going to get past that, baby? These are the things that we need to speak about when you're in relationships. Don't live blindly. You're not special. You know what I'm saying? You are not special. Honeymoon phase comes and it goes, and the next nigga come through, nigga.
That's the way the real relationship begins, when you guys stop seeing each other as these figures that just brings me butterflies and gives
you're not mysterious anymore.
Now you're seeing the real person for who they are. And the person who decides to dip is the one who was probably not ready for it, because they weren't ready to face the challenges that you as a person, they were not ready to embark on that same journey with you, which you were willing to embark on with them.
Isn't that always the story though, Wuti? We're never in the same place as far as love is concerned.
Yeah, we want to be perfect, so that when we're together, we're perfect for each other.
Ish.
Do you think that? Because my sister, she told me something really. There are people who have major problems who go to therapy, but they're still in healthy relationships.
Yeah.
That are constantly.
But
working.
you see, that's what I'm saying though. That's exactly what I'm saying.
No one's taking the N1; they took the M3.
We're working at it. You know what I'm saying? We're doing what the other half is not doing. We're trying. Yeah. You can't live ngutando, Spale. It's not enough.
Utando is an entire concept.
Yeah. It's an umbrella thing.
Pieces of puzzles that can form that entire word
that
of what
we're
Utando
missing.
really
You know what I'm
is.
saying? That we're missing, bro.
Yeah.
That we need to build every day. You know, trust is nothing to be played with. You lose that as well.
Like that common saying that they always do. You break a glass. Trust is like a glass. You break it.
As
try to put
cliche as it
together,
is,
it can't.
it's so true. It's
Yes,
so
you
true.
can build it up, put the glue together.
Yeah, but it will
now
never
when
be
you
the
hoy
same.
the water,
It will never be the
there's
same.
cracks.
You know, you can never get the toothpaste back in the tube.
You know.
So
You can't.
yeah, man. So there's things that human beings, I say, we haven't figured these things out. You know, if you want to love someone, try to love them differently. Try to do things differently. You know what I'm saying? So the person who wins, Kobe Bryant won because he woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning when people were still sleeping. When other basketball players were coming in from a night out, he was going into the gym. He was doing shit differently.
Yes.
Why don't you take the same approach? Moyo chola. When was special. No, it don't work like that. You see? I can tell people this because I've been there. And I've been there. And I'm not looking down upon it. Like, it's got a chance. This thing can work, right? We're bred to love. We're just conditioned to be these other animals right now.
Because,
the world.
Yeah, so what society.
The world that we live in, you know?
using us.
Yeah, so.
I'm literally chilling here, bro. I'm having fucking epiphany at Tiffany's, you know? I'm just like, you saying a lot of things that make sense, and it's giving me a different perspective on my past relationships. You know?
Yeah.
It's really giving me a different perspective on what my past relationships were like.
And it's a beautiful thing to be in, man. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing to be in love. And
I like being a gone boy.
And
I love being a gone boy.
And that beauty is the thing that you need to preserve. You see, we take that lightly. We like you think it's gonna be there forever, you know? Yeah, things are not meant to be there forever. Yeah.
The only thing that is, I believe, that is eternal is you and your soul, because those are the things that you actually have control over. You know, you can't control how your relationship is, even if you think you're gonna be together forever.
True.
You know, I think now I live my life on that 50-50 type of vibe.
Yeah.
I'm on the fence.
Yeah.
I'm optimistic.
Yeah.
It could work out.
Yeah,
But I'm
yeah.
also opening my space for disappointment.
Yeah,
So
and-
that when it does arrive, I'm not there. You
Wouldn't you like though to and do you see now that this is not how love is supposed to be approached, right? You could never say I'm doing this thing wholeheartedly when we're doing that. When you're like, I'm saving room for disappointment. Who wants to live life like that? You know, you
Yeah.
get the person that you want to be with for the rest of your life, and then you're like, Mara, I'm saving. I'm doing this for a rainy day.
It's a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
It's a defense
You
mechanism.
should have it because it will save you. But that's necessary. That's not how we're supposed to live. That's not
How would you believe?
That's no. I know. I know. There's no way niggas are supposed to live with this much anxiety every day, dog. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no way.
So you believe it's fabricated, the amount of anxiety we have? It's all fabricated?
No. It's not. It's a real thing. It's a real thing, bro. The world we live in is the reason why the world is the way it is, why people are overdosing on pills. It's so easy to just
Give
to
up.
take not necessarily give up, but to just take a break and take pills. And if a doctor's giving you those pills too, if these things are pharmaceutical, why the fuck not? If they're gonna help me and my anxiety is gonna be cool, I can go to work and I can function, then then I'll do it.
Yeah.
Definitely. I've had a breakdown at work.
Did you?
Yeah.
How was it?
My anxiety.
Oh, I also did.
But not Jen.
Of course not, Jen. I would have heard about that.
You would have.
Yeah.
But for me, it was a private breakdown. It was very private. But let's hear yours.
I was on set. I just had this. I had this thing with this line. It just didn't. It didn't want to work, man. And I prepare, right? I'm one of the most prepared actors I know. I prepare, so I never come to work unprepared. So I prepared this, and then there's this thing where you over prepare.
Yeah.
I did this with this. You know when I over prepare a line, not the whole script. So much that I forget the whole script because I'm so fixated on this
that
line. Yeah.
You know.
And when it gets like that, right? If it gets like that, I know that it's not gonna happen on set. So now this thing has been following me like the whole year. Like, oh, okay, it didn't happen this time. We're gonna get you the next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this line, you got it this time. Oh, you just made it. Okay, we're coming. That's the anxiety all the time. These are conversations you have with your anxiety all the time. When it's not every script, right? It's not every scene that's gonna be like that. You're gonna find those lines that are just gonna. And I'm talking about the most simplest lines, B, right?
But it's a trigger.
It's like, don't do it too much. Don't say too much. Oh, you say it one more time, it's over. Now you're saying this word so much that it's losing its meaning. You're not even pronouncing it right. Oh shit. You get to work, they're gonna see that.
Yeah.
That day, it happened. I had like 10 scenes that day, and it was the last scene of the day. I go to set, action, and it's me. I have to like drive the scene. I start. As soon as I start, dog, I say the woman's name wrong. Oh man, you know, in that moment you feel like it's just the light, just you've got a light shine on you, and the
stage.
audience is just quiet. Yeah, it was
And
that.
it's black. You just look over.
You know
the
what?
lights on you. You don't know your lines.
What made it even worse was a co-star saying to me, "You got this," while they were counting down, and I was like, "Fuck, no, I don't." She said, because she could see that this nigga's not himself. And that's another thing. When Junior Singo walks on set, no, this nigga knows his shit. That's another, like, this pressure is crazy. He knows what I'm talking about, you know? Because you're the nigga that's always prepared, you know, there's a certain place where they put you. So you always gotta come.
Junior.
You always gotta come. And you like that. You like that.
Don't have to go with lines with Junior because Junior knows.
It's all positive.
Show
right?
up and we shoot.
It's all positive. It's all good until it turns on you. Until it turns on you. Until you can't use it right anymore. So on that day, the thing that's been following me all the time, finally, confronted me. Yeah, man.
It caught up to you and it made you feel some type of way.
And you know what I wish I would have done in that moment was be fine with struggling on set.
Too hard on yourself.
Yeah, no, definitely. No
hard on
doubt.
yourself.
No doubt. And I struggle to struggle, you see. I struggle to struggle. I don't want to struggle on set. If I can't get it at home, then it's not going to happen. So, and then I get scenes where I'm sure about, like, I'm not going to say this because I can't say it. Dave, this is not gonna work because I don't say this word. I don't want to say this word because he's going. People that say this word gonna know that this nigga don't say this word. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Why didn't I do that with this one? Why didn't I own this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was really crazy, man. So yeah, the pressure also becomes a big thing when you're always prepared and you're always this nigga who brings it. You're always the one. You're always the nigga who takes people home early.
Yeah.
You know? When this happens, it's like
Always the nigga taking people home early. Shout out to my assistant
you know
director.
what I'm saying? So
You know?
yeah. So yeah, man. And then that happened. I had to, and that was like that was like the third last day of work. So the whole of December, this thing was like eating me up, dog. Like the things that I could have done. Why didn't you try? Because I gave up. The director came down from VT and he was like, "Yo, what's
going
wrong?
on?
Is it the words? I don't know. What do you want to do? I want to go home." And then he said, "But the scene
I
is."
wanna go.
He says, "This scene is not gonna go anywhere." But I'm like, "But I'm not gonna be able to do it today." What this meant was that I was gonna go to Durban, visit my mom, and every time I would have fun, this thing would say, "Don't forget, nigga."
You fluffed them lines.
Fuck fluffing them. You still have to go back there.
And do-
in the same sense that you turned down this scene and you have to do it again. And I remember when I did it again, I didn't do it perfectly because I was still so anxious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was still so anxious. I still get so anxious, dog, like you don't understand.
And people think it's easy. People genuinely think, oh, I'm not ex-affiliate. I can just go up there and say these lines.
Yeah,
and I'm like, okay,
because you make it look easy.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
we make it
you
look
make it look
effortless.
easy. Yeah,
so
yeah,
then I'm like, okay, Ukren, I'm lines. I'm doing this. I know. I'm like, this guy's not.
I'm
lines.
gonna kill
like,
you.
yo, bro, I'm gonna finesse this thing.
I'm gonna
like,
kill
Are you sure?
Yo, I'm gonna kill
Because
you.
I just have to glance at it, get the context, get the idea, I
Yo,
know what I'm saying.
have you seen my resume? I'm gonna kill you.
And then I give it to them. Then we run lines. Is this guy not fluffing all the time? Okay, let's say rehearsal, he gets it right because he's confident. There's no camera on him. Now we have to go shoot the scene. You think you're alone, guys. There is an entire camera crew behind you. People who are watching you deep in the eye, and you have to put on the best performance in your life. And that's when they actually figure out acting is not easy. That's when they'll be like, oh no, yeah.
There's so much to it. There's so much to it.
I thought, yeah.
You know, when you do location and soapy, like this soapy shit is not easy.
Yeah.
It's technical as hell.
For me, that's why I battled with when I started on Generations was the technical
We are
side
technical
of it
actors.
all.
I'll tell you niggas, we're technical actors. We need to know more than performance, how to work the set. If this nigga's gonna come my way, I need to take his position and look at him. I need to find the camera in ways that you wouldn't do. You work the same way. You obviously need to find the camera on location stuff,
well.
right? But this is different.
It's different
This is a different ball game.
Because it's actually a dance on studio.
Yeah.
It's literally a dance. The
But
components
it's
that
beautiful
move.
too. Once you get how, like if you like the format, if you like studio formats, it works for you. You know what I'm saying? But I was groomed in, you know, I come from...
Back in the day, back in the day.
I come from film, dog.
Film. How is that different?
I come from that. I come from we changing film,
Where they
not
be
just
like-
digital stuff that you guys are doing now.
You know where.
When you guys are learning scripts on phones,
And when they call cut, they have to renew everything.
I know that this one he learns his scripts on phone. I know. Yes.
Yakoka.
I can't do that.
Yakoka.
I can't do that. You highlight on your phone. No.
Okay,
I don't-
maybe
you don't-
he's right.
Yo, you don't own the
Okay, I
highlight.
rewrite my stuff into my book.
Oh, man.
Okay, I have a book of operations.
Till today, though, I don't know why we highlight. Why do we highlight? It doesn't help that thing. Does it help you?
On the
Oh
script.
shit, you don't highlight.
Like I said, I write it down in my operations book. Right?
Do you write down your lines?
Yeah, I rewrite them.
How do you learn your lines?
Parrot. Same way I studied everything, but I learned parrot, word for word for word for word, and then I start playing with tone and meaning.
Oh,
and
okay,
finding deeper meaning.
okay.
And then
Do you find
out-
that the more you do the scene,
yes.
the more you find out what it's
So
actually
there's
about?
this trick that one of my mentors taught me. When you get a new brief, read it 21 times.
Okay, yeah.
Just read it 21 times.
I find that too.
Because once you do it, it sits here.
And you
sits here.
You know when you can go to set and you know more about this character than the writers, the direct. That's what you need to be as an actor, right?
Yes.
When you say you own a character, that's what it needs to be. I need to go home, do so much homework on this guy that I add so much elements. I remember there was an interview that Kevin Hart did. about Wesley Snipes, saying that, yo, when this nigga came through on the first day, script reading, asked the producers, so before the scene, where does this guy come from? And then it's like, no, we don't have that. This is where he started. No. Where does he come from? You know, I see here in the first scene, this guy is already jittery. Okay, of course he's taking drugs, but where did it start? Where does this guy come from? Now, when you're putting producers in that position where, like, they're like, okay, Sharp, we need to go home and write.
Go do our homework.
Write a brief. Listen, write a brief. That is not even in the movie. Because this actor just wants to know where he comes from, so that he can perform.
Yes,
this
based on his experience
going forward. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? And we need that as actors. You need to know where you're going, where you're coming from.
And I think us as actors in South Africa specifically, we need more of that rehearsal time. We need more rehearsal time. Let me tell you something. I only found out for my character Grootboom and Sons who Piri really is in season 2. That's when I actually started existing within Umzimba Gapiri in season 2. That's when I was like, okay, I understand this guy more now.
This is what I'm gonna bring to the table. The different generations of the industry, where I learned and where you were learning. So it's quite peculiar that you're telling me about rehearsal, because we rehearsed a lot. We rehearsed, like, we're very big on rehearsal. But I find that, like, people are learning the industry differently now. People that are coming in the industry now are learning it differently, which is also the wrong way to learn it. The worst things are happening now. Like, we thought the industry was bad then. So we feel sorry for the people that are coming in now, because they think they're learning the industry when it's not the right thing. Yeah. When we know what it really is, you know. So it's quite crazy that you guys talk about rehearsals, because I know that you guys are not big on rehearsals.
Yeah, we don't have that rehearsal phase. We don't.
So
you get on stage, you have to be on your toes already.
Yeah.
It can literally be Sunday script read, Tuesday you guys are shooting. So you literally have 2 days.
Yeah, no,
to exist in that character.
We would go to that location a month before, right? 2 weeks in this thing, we already know everything. We know the whole script. We're there to do that. We're there to rehearse.
And that's where quality comes.
Yeah, right?
Quality comes.
I miss that so much, dog. I miss putting in the work before. So that when you get to set, there's no fucking anxiety. That's why now we have so much anxiety when you go into set, because this thing is not practiced. You get there and it's like the first time you're doing it there. And now, big up to us, because now we are trained to just go there
and give it our all on the day.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's really dope. But yeah, man, we just do things differently. We're paid less. We're doing more. You know, the industry is not growing at all. They used to say it's an infant 10 years ago. Right now, it's an egg. You know, backwards. Yeah, we're working backwards, man. We're still getting it. Like, the most exploitation is happening now. You know, so yeah, I feel a type of way for the new actor, man. I wish they could have the same fundamentals that we had. I'm lucky because I can talk with people that are 10 years my senior, and we're in the same basket. I'm the only one that can really do that.
But don't you think then it's our social responsibility for our young actors to try to change the game?
They don't know.
That's why we have this podcast.
They don't know any better, you see.
That's why we're here to teach them. We need to tell them these things.
They don't know any better.
Yes, it's all glitz and glam to want to be an actor.
That's the thing. I mean, that's why
you don't know the reality of
if you learn the industry through those eyes, they different. You know, like I said, when we came up, there was no social media to try to live up to. You know what I'm saying? The industry was the industry, bro. That's why I couldn't put the two worlds together. Yeah. Because they didn't belong together. My high school life had nothing to do with my career. But now, if a kid is in high school now, for sure they're going to use that to...
Grade 10, 16 already. By the time he graduates matric.
Advantage, you know what I'm saying? I can imagine. Like, it's different ways to make money. And I mean, kudos. Do it, you know? But it's just a different way of doing it. It's not the right way. Yeah. But yeah, you're right, man. It's to teach them. But now, also, we're evolving. So you don't want to teach something that it's going to be of no use later on. If this works, then it works. If things have to change, then they have to change. There's a lot of like little things that like we're missing. Remember when Kanye West said we need to sit down and take out all the contracts? That's what we need to do.
And see everything. Compare.
Yes. That's what we need to do. That would be amazing.
Woo! Junior Singo, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out for coming through to What Do You Bring to the Table. It was lovely having you, even though you dress like me.
You copy me. I'm the elder, so...
He's the elder. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tabile Tao, a.k.a. Tabs Mateli Tabis, and you just witnessed What Do You Bring to the Table. Shout out, Khutman, man.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me, man. Thanks, fellas. Thanks for having me.
You cannot find replacement types of statements I be making. Khuzuga monthly, daily funds, escaping silent vacate. Pulling up funds and statements on the table, time to shake it. Who need a plan to make it? Hands are naked, I'm elated.